So, I have been performing for years. Ever since I was a little boy, my grandma would give me a sheet, and I would take a marker, I'd draw on it, cut it up, put it on, I'd make a costume, and I'd perform for my family. I'd even sell wine for 25 cents to my grandma with some ice in it. So I've been presenting for a very long time, and I feel very comfortable in front of large groups. I feel comfortable in front of small groups and people of various languages and countries and whatnot. What I liked about this class was it gave me an opportunity to really examine myself, especially in front of a camera, because the camera never lies. And it showed me that, Philip, you need to kind of slow down a little. I can speak a little quickly. I think living in New York City for the last 7 years has sped up my rhythms. But it's really important when you're in a discussion with other people to just slow down, take your time so that people can understand what you're saying. Also, being concise is very important, I think. Making sure that you have a beginning, middle, and end to your discussion is really crucial so people can follow what you're talking about. Slide. I also learned that adding personal stories gives a really nice touch to your presentation. This is a picture of me in Morocco with some dude in his shop. He was making drums, and I was buying a drum for my nephew, and it's actually made out of stingray, the skin that's over the wood. Really cool experience. Go to Morocco if you can. Slide. I also learned that you should flesh out your ideas, make your concepts very clear. Again, that goes with being concise. It really helps your audience members follow what you have to say. How this class has impacted me professionally and personally, I've certainly learned, slide, to notice good and bad presenters. We see this dude up here, he is really boring his audience, and that probably comes from his lack of the ready stance, his lack of presentation style, probably his talk with the groups. Again, this is assumptions right here, but this class has really taught me to pay attention to who's a good speaker and who's not a bad speaker. And I take this note when I'm in classes, or excuse me, in presentations for work. I'm noticing if somebody is doing a good job, and I pay attention to what qualities they're doing that's very good. Slide. I also learned that I have a presentation style that's very professional and matter of fact with a little bit of fun. It's kind of like Anderson Cooper. Somebody gave me that remark the other day. And I kind of like that. I think that's a good way to go out, and I want to keep that up. Slide. To continue what I've learned from this class, I think it's very important that you regulate your posture. I think, as you can see here, we've got various stanzas that people have, and I've noticed that posture is very important. I've also noticed that it's good to make short notes. We've talked about that in discussions and our readings, and it's okay to have short notes. Follow those. Thank you all for listening to me for this last semester, and have a good one. Bye, Travis.